Hi there, it's Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable treat holder that perfectly holds a Ferrero Rocher. And this original idea came from a German demonstrator, Jana Trautmann, and her blog is called Jana's Bastelwelt. And I just want to give her credit. Such an adorable project. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use, from the Cupcakes and Carousels Designer Series paper, a piece of paper that measures 4 inches by 6 inches, and we're going to use our Simply Scored. Now, if this paper were directional, you would want to make sure that the direction of the paper would go up and down along the 6-inch side. And you want to start the first score line where it would be the bottom if it were a directional piece of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and make the first score line at 1 1/8 inches, and then I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise and score it at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5 1/2. Then you can go ahead and put this away. I will have all of the dimensions in the descriptions of this video, as well as on my blog, thepaperpixie.com. We're going to go ahead and fold and burnish on all the score lines. And this may be hard to see on the video, but we are going, there's this little 1/2 inch side here, and we're going to go ahead and, using our paper snips, notch that in. And we're going to cut out this bottom section here. Next, we're going to cut up each of these 3 score lines up to this bottom score line. This is going to create the flaps for the bottom of this little container. Okay, now we're going to take out our envelope punch board. If you don't have this punch board, you got to get one because it makes so much more than envelopes. Obviously, I'm going to show you a project today where we can use this for something other than an envelope, but it is a definite tool for your arsenal. So we're going to go ahead and fold this tab back. And I'm going to line up this edge here, excuse me, with the 1 inch mark. And we're going to go ahead and punch. And we're going to punch 5 times. So that's the first time. I'm going to go ahead and fold it on this score line and punch. And you'll just do that all the way down the line. And then the final punch will be on this edge here. All right, so all of our punching is done. Now what we're going to do is I'm flipping it over, folding this first section over, and we're going to put glue here along that tab. My glue of preference is the Mono multi-purpose glue. I call it the green glue, even though it's not green. Just going to put a little bit on the tab there. Because there's an even number of sides to this box, all you need to do is just fold over this, and it's going to line up exactly where you want it to line up. Just give that a little bit of time to adhere. Okay, now this was the last side that we folded over. I'm going to consider this the back of our box. So if this is the back, we're going to go ahead and fold over the sides, the back, and then this will be our last piece. You'll see that these are a little bit short, but it's not going to matter because people aren't going to be looking at the bottom of our box. And I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this tab here. And adhere that down. Put a little pressure here, and then what I like to do is to flip it over, and I just take the bottom of my glue and give it some light pressure. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and fill it and put our little chocolate in here. Oops, try that again. There we go. And then using my index fingers, I'm going to go ahead and push these in to score them, or to give them a little bit of a fold, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other opposite sides. Okay, now we're going to take the Calypso Coral Thick Baker's Twine, which is one of the colors that coordinates with this designer series paper, and we're going to go ahead and tie a little bow. Now I like to tie a bow right off the roll here because I find I don't waste as much ribbon that way. And we're just going to tie a simple bow. I say simple, but of course I'm being filmed as I do it. All right, let's see, let me slide that around. All right, not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and cut the ends off here. All right, let me just mess with that bow a little bit more. All right, there we go. Now we're going to do a little bit of minimal stamping. Let me put that off to the side. I'm going to use very vanilla paper because that's the base that coordinates with this designer series paper, and Calypso Coral ink. And this is the Enjoy stamp set, or sorry, the Enjoy stamp from the Ready to Pop stamp set. And this is a super cute stamp set with some really sweet sentiments for favors like these. It also coordinates with the popcorn box thinlits as well. So this is a great stamp set to have. And I'm going to pull in my Stampin' Pierce mat. Because this stamp is mostly solid with just the words that will not be inked up, I want to make sure that I have a good surface to give some pressure underneath that stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp straight down, straight up. And then we're going to punch that out with the 1-inch circle punch. And that's going to give us a little bit of a border around the sentiment, which I love. And I like to punch upside down so I can see exactly where I'm punching. And then using the 1 1/4 inch circle punch, we're going to punch out a circle from Bermuda Bay, another coordinating color. So one of the things I absolutely love about Stampin' Up! That I feel that sets them apart from all the other companies is their coordination. It really takes the fuss out of making projects. One of my favorite things about them. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue and adhere that to the Bermuda Bay piece. All right. And that liquid glue allows me to shift this around a little bit before it finally adheres. Then I'm going to take the smallest circle from the Metallics Enamel Shapes. And these are actually my free gift to customers who place an order of $75 or more for the month of April. You just need to make sure you attach the hostess code to your order. But again, only attach the hostess code if your order is under $150. Because otherwise I want you to make sure you get your own hostess benefits. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the box using a Stampin' Dimensional. We'll just stick one of those in the back center. I'm just going to put that right in the center of this little treat box. Love it! So cute! Okay, super fun, doesn't use a lot of paper, easy to assemble, one of my favorite types of projects. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. You just can click on my smiling face there and you can subscribe to my channel. I'd also love for you to visit my blog, thepaperpixie.com, and there will be a link to that in the lower left corner. And then feel free to check out my latest video that you'll see here in the upper right corner. Thanks so much for stopping by today. You guys have a wonderful day and have a blessed day. Take care.